Yo, don't ever fucking sigh before you do a video. Only Drake can do that gay shit. Nah, but let's talk about Queen Sugar. And here's another example. I talked about this with Lawrence on Insecure. But this is another example of why black men have to control their own content and tell their own stories. This show was Ava DuVernay's Oprah Winfrey Network. On the Breakfast Club episode with the brother who plays the character Hollywood on the show, he says that Ava intentionally has only female writers, right? Let's unpack that a little bit.
You should have stayed with me, Hollywood. Why did you stay with me? We could have found our baby. Why did you stay?
You have a child with her?
No. The first year that we were married, she got pregnant and had a miscarriage.
No!
It's gonna be all right.
No! It's not. It's not.
And do you have your medication? Is it in your purse?
Don't you touch him!
Stop! Wait. Fine. She's bipolar. She needs her medication.
She's got no business putting her hands on you.
We have every business. We have every business. How long we been married? Hollywood, how long?
She needed the insurance. She would have lost it if we divorced proper. You're gonna be okay, all right? I'm gonna take you back home. You're gonna be fine. I'm just gonna take her back to Baton Rouge. They'll know what to do at the hospital.
Hollywood. This whole time you've been back in Baton Rouge. Answer me.
When I got back.
So, I'm watching the Queen Sugar show, which is on Oprah's network, owned, directed by Ava DuVernay, or produced. I'm not sure which one. Both. No, she's director, and the writers are majority female, and many of the other directors are female. And Ava DuVernay purposely said she did that for a reason, right? Now I'm watching the show, and I'm looking at it's a lot of issues and whatnot, but it's black content, so I already understand some of the social justice warrior infusion things that black folks like to add to their content. That's just standard. I get that. But I was looking at the character Hollywood and how, for all intents and purposes, he's a stand-up guy. He's the quintessential blue-collar brother, good man, good example of an upstanding citizen, And I'm wondering, well, damn. We need more positive black male representation on TV and the film. And I'm like, well, Ava DuVernay does capture that in this show with this brother. Upstanding guy. Good man. Faithful, hardworking, stands by his word. No nonsense kind of guy. He's like the old dude who would have went out there and, put on his patriarchy cape and, defended the pregnant woman who he did not know. Like, he's that type of dude. My issue, though, is, and this is the issue when these characters are being written by women or homosexual men, and you can say the same thing. Look at Lee Daniels and some of the characters he made, and I'm going to get back to that. But the way the women write and direct this character is only the way that a woman or a homosexual man would write this character. And I'm speaking more specifically of his love interest, right? So this brother, love interest, his reward for being that upstanding guy, that hard worker, that provider, all that good stuff, his reward is a 60-year-old black woman dying of lupus. That's his love interest. That's his reward for being the quintessential good black man. And again, you don't get that character from a homosexual black man. We not writing in that storyline at all. We just not doing that. And it really bothers me that that's what women think of the everyday average quintessential good man. That's what they think he deserves. It's an old ass lady. Go read the comments to this Breakfast Club interview and look at how many women are talking about, I love that relationship. I love his character. He's such a good dude. Like, no, that's just unrealistic. Why he gotta be with somebody's grandma? That's nasty. Chill. 20-year difference in part of age. Now, context matters. In full circle, if you haven't seen the show, he did have a attractive woman his age. I think her name is Alexander, the lady who was on Limosino, the lawyer. He was with her, but she was a cuckoo bird, and she had postpartum depression, and she was bipolar, and she went crazy, and they had to break up because she lost a baby, and she just lost it. So they had that in there for him, but even in that, his reward from those writers on the show, from females, was you can get a beautiful black woman your age, but she gotta be crazy, and she can't give you babies. Wow, that's your reward, black man, via this show. And I say all that to say, simply again, to say is like, this is why you gotta support other brothers' content who are in the creative, in his craft. You gotta support these type of promotions. You just have to, because you can't continue to you're gonna be feeling some type of way, just like with Insecure, where they had dudes signing petitions to get Lawrence back on the show. And I'm saying this show, and I don't know how many dudes thinking about that, but I know damn well ain't no brothers, when they thinking about their relationships or attractions or whatnot, are they imagining a 6-year-old woman? I don't give a fuck. If it was a woman who looks like the one they always keep talking about, putting her on the pedestal, Angela Bassett. Now, granted, if you gonna do a show like that, and you gonna make him have a love interest like that, even though I don't promote that, even though I don't like that, even though I hate when I hear young dudes in their 20s talking about how fine Angela Bassett is, I'm like, dog, she's 60, she's old enough to be your grandmother. Stop. That's not cool. As Cyrus pointed out a long time ago, these women, Angela Bassett should never be an it woman in the film. She should be the grandmother now. Then that whole second tier class of all of them, Sanaa Lathan, Regina King, that whole class, they all in their 40s. Nia Long, they should be the mother of the young up and coming it girl, or the girl you want to promote her beauty and stuff like that. No more of these old ass chicks being that girl. And I see Tiffany Haddish is new, so she's gonna be that chick for a while, and she's 38 years old, which I understand it took her long to pop, and she's just now getting there. But she should be somebody's mama. She shouldn't be the girl. She's 38. But yeah, you think about Lee Daniels' movie Shadow Boxer. He had him banging that old ass decrepit looking white woman. Again, that's not something that a black heterosexual male would write. That's only something that a gay black man or a black woman would write. We not writing no shit like that. I don't give a damn. Those are not the type of characters or love interests we got in our mind when we telling stories. This is not. You're not getting that from us. And I'm not mad at Oprah or Lee Daniels or Ava DuVernay for doing that, because they're women, and he's a gay dude. I expect them to write that. That's the way they think. But it is kind of telling that that's how they think. That's the reward that they give that hardworking, positive black man on the show. Now, there's an episode that I didn't watch, that I should have watched before I did this video, but I'm redoing this video because I did the other video like 3 weeks ago, and I missed some stuff. But I think they were talking about him getting her to change her last name, and I'm like, oh, there's that patriarchy shit. He wants his legacy carried. He wants her to take his name. Now, they explain away on the show, and Angela Yee, punk ass, interjected in all this, her feminism nonsense of, well, she can hyphenate and this other dumb shit. Why do they ask Angela Yee for advice? Charlamagne and Envy are both married for decades with kids. Angela Yee is pushing 40, ain't got no kids, never been married. Why is she the relationship advice? Never mind. Back to the question. But anyways, Angela Yee interjected this stuff about, well, you know, you can do this and you can do that instead of doing the traditional route. And I guess, I don't know, I didn't watch the episode, but he explained it in a way where she probably agreed or co-signed it. But that's how good of a dude he is. He could probably break some shit down like that. But I'm thinking, like, after hearing the interview where they talked about that segment, like, why is he trying to get her to change to her last name? She has lupus. She's dying. She's 60. You're 40. She's gonna die before you. Like, what is the premise of you getting with an older woman 2 decades and making her take your last name? Why? What is the significance of that? It's none. I don't get that. Now, let's contrast the good black man's love interest, the provider, the protector, the leader. Let's see what they give him versus what they give the Pookie and Ray Ray of the show. Little Kofi dude from Girls Trip. So this is the Pookie and Ray Ray of the show. This is the degenerate. This is the non-desirable Negro. The F up. Now he's reforming, so I give him that credit. At least they wrote that part in. He's trying to be an honest man now. But for the first 2 seasons, he was an F up. And now I didn't have a problem with him wifing up the light-skinned mixed chick who was a crack whore because that made sense. He was a convict. She was a crack whore. Match made in heaven. I have a problem with that. They deserve each other. But his son, teacher, which he did not catch on and grasp, she was trying to throw him the box, Chinese chick. He shut that shit down. He didn't go for it. Then he had, now his current love interest is a Vietnamese chick, attractive, his age. He broke up with the biracial chick for a reason. I guess I won't spoil that part, but they're not together. Then a couple chicks in the town, younger women, just attractive young females, right? So he's had 5 different women, 4 of which he smashed, and one of which he was just too dumb to realize she was hitting on him and she was trying to feel him. But all attractive, all young, all his age. That's what they write in for the fuck up in the Pookie and the Ray Ray of the show. Right? Again, and you can take Darla out of it because they deserve each other in my opinion. He was in here dealing, he got or allegedly he thought he got pregnant, a crack whore, and he wandered around town feeling some type of way because when his wife was, or his girl was back in her whoring days for drugs, she made a reputation for herself in a small town in New Orleans. And he walking around acting like Dwayne Wade and shit, talking about, say well damn again on my photo again. Right? Your wife wrote a book about how much of a thought she was, dog. Chill. That ain't worth defending. But that ain't even the point. They write him with beautiful love interest. Even the crack whore, she's a decent looking chick. Younger, his age, can have children. The on point, blue collar, hardworking black man who's a great example, provider, leader. They give him a woman who can't have kids and is crazy in the head. Then they give him a 6-year-old woman dying of lupus. And that's his reward for being a good man. Yeah. Gotta create your own content, tell your own stories, promote your own images, and support brothers who do. That's all I'm saying. Go watch the comments, though, on the Breakfast Club video on how many women loving him with that old-ass woman. They want him with that old-ass chick.